Hey guys, Shane Simmons. Hate to keep popping in here and ruining the start of the video, but please subscribe to the new channel if you haven't already. I'll put the link in the comments again, and already up to 150 some subscribers, which is awesome. I'd like to be at about 1,000 in the next 3 or 4 months, which is very doable. I get about 300 some on this channel right now, so I feel like that we can get there on the new channel pretty quickly, hopefully, and it'll just grow organically from there. But anyway, also I am looking to get some new equipment. I lost some in a divorce, which was a wonderful person. Sometimes things just don't work out and not meant to be, but anybody that's been through a divorce knows it's an expensive, painful process. So I'm not very happy with the quality of my work here lately, especially that last video, the Mendota Trail, really threw me off. It was like, that wouldn't have happened if I had my old stuff. So I'm not trying to get anything new. I'm trying to get some used equipment, but it would be awesome. I know people have been asking me, and I've gotten several donations here lately, and thank you all. I'll be shouting out to you all that want me to, and keeping people anonymous that want me to do that too. But anything that I get in the next 2 or 3 weeks is going to go toward purchasing that new equipment, and hopefully it won't cost a whole lot, but I really appreciate that you guys are doing that, and just want you to know that that's what any new funds will be earmarked for. So if you've ever thought about maybe possibly making a PayPal donation, it'd be a great time for me, because I'll make sure that money goes to a good place. I don't have a gambling addiction or alcohol problem or drugs or anything else, so I just have a addiction to getting out and taking videos, I guess. But anyway, much appreciate you guys, and I don't care if you don't give me a dime. That's not I'll just appreciate you guys that subscribe, watch, like, and comment. And it feels like I've told a few of you already, it feels like extended family. I've really missed you guys the last little bit, so I hope you enjoy this video. I'll shut up and move on before I get 25 to 30 thumbs down. So anyway, if I can keep it to 10, I'm all right. Hey guys, Shane Simmons, the Appalachian Project, back again, and this time I'm going to what's called the Aspenvale Cemetery, and it is a very awkward trip, as you're about to see. The last time I came, which was the first time, I had some troubles, but you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. But I do want to thank Alice and Ray Myers. That's Alice and Ray, not Allison Ray. But anyway, thank you guys, some YouTube subscribers that wanted to sponsor this video. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, and I'll get on the road and show you this Aspenvale Cemetery. It's really cool, but it's just a little different. You'll see. Just 1 second. Drive merrily down the road, and you pull up here, and here's Aspenvale Cemetery. There's a little sign here. It's easily missed, obviously, if you're not paying attention. And you pull up through here, and it's like, what in the world? So you're going up through this little farmhouse, which is kind of a cool thing anyway. And then it says no trespassing after sunset, so you think, well, maybe I'm welcome, I guess. Then it's like, what the heck? You don't see anything but residential houses, a gravel road. And then I'm thinking, man, what's going on? So about right here, the first time I stopped, back off the hill, prayed, cussed my GPS, then had to pray again to ask for forgiveness for cussing, and it was just a bad day. Anyway, then I looked back again and pulled back up the hill. It's like, you know what? I'm going down with the ship. So finally you pull up through here, and here we go. You start seeing, well, there's at least some cemetery looking things. Well, I picked a good day today too. There's a storm cloud, and it's fairly pretty everywhere else, but it is right above the cemetery, and everywhere else is kind of bluish skies. So yeah, I'm just hoping I don't get struck by lightning, or maybe kind of nice if I did on camera, if I survive without any major injuries. Get a lot of views that way. Anyway, I'll jump out of the car here and we'll take a look around. But this is Aspenvale Cemetery, and like you see it just trails off into somebody's yard, so it gets a little weird. Anyway, here we go. Just so you know, I've got a cheat sheet here. I'll read this off while we're looking around the cemetery. But this is a gorgeous layout up here, by the way. But anyway, so the sign reads, just in front of you lies the grave of a daring American patriot. During the campaign which ended at Kings Mountain, William Campbell was elected by his fellow militia colonels to serve as the Patriot commander at the Battle of Kings Mountain in October 1780. Colonel Campbell rallied his militia, crying, "Shout like hell and fight like devils." The British never recovered. Born in Central Virginia in 1745, Campbell established his plantation, Aspenvale, here on this land in the 1760s, and on April 2nd, 1776, he married Elizabeth Henry, the sister of Patrick Henry, whose name should sound familiar to everyone. The Campbells had 2 children. The state of Virginia promoted Campbell to brigadier general in 1781. He died suddenly a few months later on August 22nd at only 36 years of age. So there's a few other notable graves here. We'll go in here and walk around and I'll show you William Campbell's grave as well. But kind of a neat thing, of course, the Battle of Kings Mountain was a huge part of the American patriots winning freedom. During the Revolutionary War. Of course, Kings Mountain's in South Carolina. And the American Patriots, they won a victory over Major Patrick Ferguson in that battle. So let me do some maneuvering to get inside of here and we'll take a look around a little bit closer. So in the blink of an eye, here I am. I'm inside the cemetery. And first glance you look at here and say, oh, okay, that's probably William Campbell the middle. And no, that is actually General Francis Preston. And you can see there's Preston and Campbell Cemetery basically is what this is. And we'll get a little closer. This is actually William Campbell, General William Campbell's grave. It was replaced in 1964. The original one was apparently in a state of decay. So they went ahead and put this one on here. And I'll be happy to read this for you too. Here lie the remains of Brigadier General William Campbell. He was born in the year 1745 and died in defense of his country in the year 1781 in the camp of General Lafayette near Richmond. By the unanimous selection of his brother officers, he commanded at Kings Mountain. For his heroism and gallant conduct on that occasion, the Congress of the United States tendered to him and the officers and privates under his command the following resolution. Resolved that Congress entertain a high sense of the spirited and military conduct of Colonel Campbell and the officers and privates of the militia under his command, displayed in the action of October 7th, in which a complete victory was obtained over superior numbers of the enemy advantageously posted on Kings Mountain in the state of North Carolina, and that this resolution be published by the commanding officer of the Southern Army in general orders. At the head of his regiment he brought on the Battle of Guilford and was the last to quit the field. His zeal, talents, and services were awarded by high testimonials of his country's gratitude and have inscribed his name on the history of the Revolution. His bones were brought hither and this stone erected by the husband of his only child, Francis Preston. This stone, 1964, replaces the original marble, 1823. The inscription is a true copy. I might need to edit that. That's just that's like a elementary schooler doing it. Beyond the walls, some other graves. I just felt a raindrop. Wouldn't you know it? If anything about my life history tells me I should be getting struck by lightning right about now. Anyway, I'll walk around here just a second and give you a little look-see because it's kind of just such a neat place to be. Something about these old cemeteries, it just really grab your attention because it just puts into perspective that how much time has passed and the people that have came before you. Backing up to General Francis Preston, also a brigadier general, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a little bit of history as well. He built a house in Abingdon that you may now know as the Martha Washington Inn. So he had a major impact on this area as well. So I wanted to definitely mention that aspect. He also had I want to say it's called the Preston House in Saltville. So he had a lot of impact. There's a lot of history in this little cemetery here. So if you have a chance and you're into this kind of thing, please check it out. And I hope you pick better weather than I did, because yeah, be lucky to make it back to my car. Anyway, and there's Old Glory. What can I say but God bless America, right? So, in case anyone doubted it, I'm just trying to prove that it was me here. So you can see me in the background, lawnmower in the background. Nice guy, but it's part of the reason that I strategically wore my Mallow Cup shirt again. I thought, you know, if somebody did think I was suspicious looking, or, you know, wanted to accost me, how can you get mad at a man in a Mallow Cup shirt, you know? That kind of gives you a little bit of street cred, if you will. Anyway, here we are at the Aspenvale Cemetery, and hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again for your comments, likes, subscribing. Oh. And again, thanks to Alice and Ray Myers for making this happen for us. Much appreciated. And guys, I will check you out in the next video, and if I make it that far, wish me luck.